up, everyone? Just finishing a bike ride to George Washington Bridge. I started at the tip of Manhattan at Battery Park, all the way up to the GWB. Ah, my God. What's up, Amy and Fred? What's up, Andrew? It's a good day for a bike ride. Hudson River. What's cool about the GWB that most people don't know about, I'll show you. Hey, Pete. What's up, Alan? Under the GWB is the little red lighthouse in all its glory. Hey, Dominic. How cool is that? Most people don't know about that. Junior Perez from Oklahoma. A lot of people have jumped. A lot of people have jumped. They try to keep it a secret in New York, but there's a couple people a month that jump from this bridge. And it's usually a very, very, very small item in the newspaper. They try to bury it. Get back to work. Working on it, John. What's up, Dan? What's up, Jason? What's up, Mark? What's going on, Justin? Loving the pop-ups. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. Spread the word. What's up, Nick? McDonald? Phil? Any news? No news to report today. Just finished my bike ride to the George Washington Bridge and the Little Red Lighthouse, which I believe, if I remember my history, they put here back in 1921. And somewhere in the 40s, I believe, they said, you know what? We don't need no lighthouse over here. And then in 1951, I believe they were going to dismantle it. And there was some children's book, I don't know. So they said, no, you can't dismantle it because of the children's book. So they kept it ever since. There you have it. There's Jersey. Thank you, Javi. Sorry you missed the show. It's a foggy day here in New York. If you're just tuning into the pop-up, I biked to the Little Red Lighthouse. Started at the tip of Manhattan, Battery Park, all the way up along the river. Bike paths over there. Other people that are chilling after they made it here as well. The bike path sort of continues up into Harlem, up that hill, but it's not the same. This is pretty much the end of the road as far as the Hudson River goes. That's not fog, that's dirty Jersey. There goes Mary Gates. Thank you, Mary. What's up, Steve? CQ102 give you your job back. Wow, Jeff. CQ102 is where I started my professional broadcasting career. CQ102, hit music and more. The stupid station would play Bette Midler, Anita Baker, and then Led Zeppelin. It didn't make sense whatsoever. Anthony was on WAF last week. I believe that would be the first time he was on AF since we left, no? That's cool. I'll go on Anthony's new show sooner than later. Let those guys settle in. I hear they're doing well. I've seen a couple clips, and it's been pretty funny. The Chris Hansen shit was cringeworthy and very, very funny. We got some press for that as well. The Daily Mail picked up the story. Yeah, man, let them do their show. Joe Cumia on People's Court this week. 2U won the case. I heard Joe was on People's Courts. A couple people sent me the video. I haven't watched it yet. Heard there was a lot of O&A references. Artie's nosebleed. Yeah, I heard Artie. I heard that his nose was bleeding. Stupid Rich Voss giving signals to Anthony that Artie's nose was bleeding. I saw that clip as well. Trying to be discreet. He's not too good at it. What's K-Rock called? What is K-Rock these days? Ozzy leaving his books. I'm trying to read some of these comments. Oh, Jimmy played the day that Ozzy left the books behind that Jimmy bought him for his birthday. It's one of the funniest, I should say one of the hardest laughs I've ever had doing radio, when Ozzy left those books behind. Rich Voss is as subtle as a hand grenade. Jeff Bell, very good. Ian Mooney, what's up? Where am I? I'm under the George Washington Bridge. If we're lucky, we'll see someone jump today. We have at least one or two people that jump every month. And New York likes keeping that quiet. And then that's the little red lighthouse. Sorry, I just biked for over an hour, so I'm a little tired. And I still got to bike all the way back. Figured I'd turn this on for a few minutes. I don't know why Eastside Dave's angry at me. For real. We never had any fucking beef. He would always come to me for advice on his radio career over the years. I gave him some good advice. Whether he took it or not, I did. Give him good advice. He's a talented guy. I think the demons get the best of him. When him and his wife fell on hard times and there was donations set up, me and my wife, I'll be honest, it was more my wife, but she was doing it for us, donated very generously. So there's really no reason for Dave to fucking be pissed off at me. If he wants to call me every name in the book and rant about me, so be it, but I know what I did for the guy. Carl. I think Carl's back from Northern California. He went out there to film something with Guy Fieri. I'll do a pop-up with him sometime this week. That'll be fun. Sherrod wrote me. He said he wanted to do a pop-up. I haven't heard from him since. I probably should have told him to meet me here on his bike. He wants a radio war. I'm not doing a radio war. I wish Eastside Dave the best. I really do. And he is very, very talented. My bike's over there still in the distance. See the one all the way to the right? It's just a little hybrid that I tool around on. doing a new show you are missed? God, it's a great question. I got new agents, really good agents out of LA, and we've turned down some lower offers. They're waiting for the big offer to come in, and they want to put everything together at the same time, because I'm not just going to do a traditional radio show. I know I got to do a traditional radio show. I know I got to do a podcast, and I also know I got to set up a real visual element. Although I love doing these pop-ups, these are a lot of fun because there's no pressure. You just turn the camera on, talk to the people for a few minutes, and that's that. And I've been frustrated. I told them, look, there's a lot of momentum with the last show I did. I don't want to take too much time off, but they want to come back with a big splash, and they have a lot of confidence that that's going to happen. So there's a very, very good possibility I'm going back to regular radio. A very, very big possibility. So I got to figure out what that means, because, you know, I got to deal with the FCC. I got to make sure it's syndicated across the country. And then I got to fill in the blanks for the podcast, because there's going to be definitely stuff I'm not going to be able to do on a regular radio show. Oh my God, I just heard Daddy. That just freaked me out. We'll have a cooking segment. We'll have a food segment. That foodie world is huge. So I can't lie. I would have liked to have been back on radio by now, but my agents, who I have a lot of confidence in, they told me to be patient. Well, it's either going to be New York radio or LA radio. Rest in peace, Jay Thomas. Absolutely. He was one of my early influences in this business. I was able to tell him that on my show. We never really got along with Jay Thomas. I don't think there was bad blood or anything, but we just never really hit it off. But he was on once, and I was able to tell him when I was just a kid in my room out there in Centerport. I would listen to him on, oh shit. I used to, 99X? Help me out, somebody. And I couldn't believe the stuff he was doing back then. It was very original. And he was definitely an early influence. He will be missed. LA's a long shot. It'd be nice to tease that, but it's a long shot. I'd have to uproot my entire family, and that wouldn't be cool. Unless they made it worth my while. Now it's a long shot. Not going to Compound. Stop. I'm sure down the road me and Anthony can help each other out, but I'm not going there. That's his thing. His thing. It would be so weird to just go over there. He set up a nice thing for himself for the last, 3 years. And then I come in and do my show in the morning, and then, nah, I can't do that. But with that said, I could easily see us doing a little radio together and helping each other out. Phoenix. Thank you, Billy. I want to do my own thing. Besides, Ant's got Artie. They're doing well. There's a buzz on the show. They're going to be bringing in some other shows. It'll be all right. Did Sirius pay what you were worth? Are the offers comparable? It's a very good question. Sirius owes me money, and I'm not going away. I'm going to get my money. Because their reasoning for me being let go was complete and utter bullshit. A lot of people think I can't work because it's serious. That's not true. But they owe me money and I'm going to get it. One way or another. You can either do it the nice way or the mean way. I got time. Here's the little red lighthouse. Heard you and Sherrod are fighting. How are we fighting? God. Every day there are people out there trying to start shit. Rumors and such. I have absolutely no issue with Sherrod. I have no issue with a lot of people. Or I should say no issues with a lot of people. It's kind of a cool shot. Got a shitload of rats under here. Wow, look at that. Should Instagram that shit. Carl has made it to the pop-up. What's up, Carl? You survived Northern California, I see. Carl, I got a bike ride for you. All the way to the GWB. What do you say, buddy? Me and you. Me and you, buddy. Carl Ruiz is the best. You are right, Matt. He's a good egg. If you make it to New York and you like getting exercise, you should rent a bike and bike all the way to the GWB. And check out the little red lighthouse. There's the lunatic dancing. Bravo! Bravo! All right. Billy Dub. I didn't even know that was there. A lot of people didn't know that was there. I'll show you the story of the little red lighthouse. I think I just said house like I'm from Philly. The little red lighthouse. That's how they say it in Philly, right? House? House. House. There's the bike path. I'll be on in a couple minutes. Thumbs up for how I said house. The Little Red Lighthouse wasn't always here. In 1880, it was erected on New Jersey's Sandy Hook to guide ships into New York Harbor. By 19... Look it up yourself. But here's the children's book. Anyone remember that? Alright guys, I'm going to jump back on my bike. Break over. Did an hour, now I got another hour back. This is my bike for the bike people out there. Alright, Billy. Yeah, the pop-up show, you know, right now I'm just kind of making it up as I go along, but I want to start really kind of developing it. I met with Twitch. They love the concept. They want me to start doing it on Twitch immediately. But that goes back to the conversation I was telling you about with the agents, where they want to kind of launch everything all at once. Thus why the delays. Hope you got to see the nips. Anyone else see the nips? think I could do this for a little while. Excuse me, young whippersnappers. I like Twitch. They're trying to expand. They came to me. It turns out someone is a fan of the pop-up show over there. And then I had to explain to them in a meeting, but I'm not really doing anything with the pop-up. But they said they like it, and they see the potential of it. There's the bridge. Don't do a Bono, no kidding. Bono had a horrific bike accident in Central Park. Imagine coming upon a guy on the ground in a lot of trouble and pain, and it turns out to be Bono. I would have been too starstruck to help him. I would have been like, holy shit, you're Bono! Oh, that was close. That was a close one. Goodbye, GWB. Oh, look at this. Does anyone know why? Start a rock climb. Camera steady for that. Does anyone know what that is? I honestly just saw that for the first time. That's a relatively new thing. Yeah, it is pretty crowded on this bike path. The problem is if you wait too late in the morning, it sucks. It's actually quite dangerous. Probably shouldn't be doing this. Hey, peace. Love it. I didn't say it was early. I said if you don't go early, it gets crowded out here. What path are you riding? It's Riverside Park. And it goes all the way to GWB. It's hard to pass with no hands. Morning, Willie. How are you, buddy? Uh-oh. A little curvy. Whoa. And downhill. It's hard to look at the comments. GWB's in the distance now. Someone already used the don't pull a Bono. I like biking, but I would never, ever wear that shit. Or stupid sweats. Heavy, black sweats. Let's look at the GWB, I believe. See the degrees. I'm gonna turn this off in a minute. He's faster, but he isn't going no hands. Yeah, the Spanx team. Saw that comment. I don't gotta bail. I hate the guys that ring their bell. Work it out. Work it out. All right, guys. This has become quite boring. Got the guys fishing for lunch. Never fished in the Hudson River. Want to do that. That's where I get my water. Peace, y'all. Do another pop-up maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. Sherrod or Carl, or with Carl, or with both. Later, Dwayne. Where's a pothole when you need one? USOB. Taxi ride pop-up? That'd be good. Yeah, start suggesting pop-ups. I'll take your suggestions. Alright, now it's starting to get real. This is where you gotta really pay attention, so I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for checking out the pop-up. Like and share this biatch. It would be appreciated. Talk to you guys soon.